Russell just dropped his Bible here. It's Ordinary 32. I'm Tony Jones.
The Reverend Russell here for the Hardest Question video blog.
We're thrilled to welcome Lauren Winner to the stable of lectionary bloggers.
Welcome, Lauren.
Lauren, who is on the brink of ordination.
Yeah, that's right.
So her posts will take on a much more, in the future, a much more polished kind of cast. As the Reverend Lauren Winner, Reverend Doctor.
Yeah, the Reverend Dr. Lauren Winner, because I think, ministers are known for their what?
Well, Lauren does an interesting thing in that she kind of reimagines this parable to ending the way she wants it to end, in which the foolish virgins and the wise virgins get together and pool their resources and start a new monastic community.
Yeah, right, And they will run out of oil, but they all run out of oil together. And the Lord is so moved by this sisterhood that he invites them all in.
Yeah, and that and even though they pool their resources, even if they fall short, the Lord has grace. Because this act that here's the thing that is unsettling about this, and so many of these Matthean parables that we've been trying to deal with, is it seems like the characters in these parables, they don't know the rules.
Right, that is so true.
You get cast into outer darkness because you don't have a wedding gown on. I didn't know that was a requirement. Can I get the rule book before the game starts?
And does somebody say, the bridegroom isn't going to come for it's going to be a good 14 hours. So you're going to need that much oil.
Better trim your wicks.
I
didn't know. I thought we were supposed to live with extravagance and let our flame really don't hide it under a bushel. Really let it shine. No, trim your wicks. Be modest. Conserve it, because he might take longer than you think.
I think the point this is trying to make here, just the plain reading of the text here, is that you should always be ready. Even if you don't know how or when, it says right there, you don't know the day or the hour.
Yeah, but look, what if you would have waited even longer, and there would have been it's the 5 and 5 is a nice literary thing that works for Jesus to tell this parable. But what if it would have been 8 ran out and only 2 had any left because they trimmed their wicks? They just barely teeny tiny had a little flame.
Right. I don't know. It just seems sort of random.
Really, the hardest question is, I guess for me, in rounding out to the end of year A here, as we just have a couple weeks left in year A. Is it fair that people don't seem to know the rules in these parables that Jesus tells?
Right, and especially...
Who knows what's going to be rewarded and what's going to get you cast into outer darkness?
Right, and especially this notion that, there are some people who actually are prepared or did get ready, but really to what extent could anybody prepare for the coming of the Lord?
Right.
Well, it's just it's not possible.
No, especially if you look in the broader context and you think the vast majority of Jews seem to not be prepared if Jesus was the Messiah.
Right, absolutely. So, I
preach
don't know.
That.
I don't know how you preach this, but
we're going to try.
I suggest that you go with Lauren's alternative parable. It's much nicer.
Here's the deal. Preach the alternative parable, see if anyone notices.
There you go. All right, this has been The Hardest Question.